Diego, there you go. Nice to see you, Chris. Welcome aboard. And we're going to talk about how we decode the market. Now, how do I know this? I'll tell you a little about myself, why you're here, why you're listening. But I could tell you this in the next 45 minutes, which, by the way, probably is going to take about 5 minutes. It's going to go so fast. I'm going to make you probably a 50% better trader. And at the end of this presentation, I could probably make you an 80% better trader just by watching and seeing it live in the market. Now, I'm not trying to blow smoke, but what you're about to see is how Wall Street market makers trade. And how do I know that? Because I was a market maker. Now, just quick little disclaimer before we get started. I'm not going to make any guarantees or promises that works for everyone. It's all a case-by-case basis by students. Just let you know there is a very high risk in trading. So please don't go out there and risk what you can't afford to lose. All right. Now, here's a couple of things we're going to talk about. One of the biggest, most important things we're going to focus is on following the big money. Okay, that's what controls the market, and that's what's going to blow your mind. I'm going to teach you something called the right of the chart, not the left of the chart. Everybody's always looking at the left, meaning what happened yesterday, last week, last month. Well, how about this? How about seeing what's going on, ahead of you? Who's getting in, who's getting out? Those are important price actions in order flow we're going to cover. We're also going to talk about best times to trade in a day. We're going to see some trades, and I'll look at it on the chart. And really more or less how to be more disciplined, more responsible. And the biggest thing that you are going to need to understand is that you don't really need to learn how to make money in trading. You really got to learn how to stop losing it. You see, everyone's issue is they always don't like to take losses. They don't want to control when enough's enough. And that's what we're about to cover. And the way you're going to know that is by following those orders. Now, at the end of my presentation, I'm going to invite every single one of you to join me in my trading floor. Now, this trading floor is the first one that started. I started the first online trading floor. Obviously, there's a lot of them around all over the world. And the thing is, you're going to come to the original one. Yeah, well, Imish, I mean, listen, that's the biggest issue is things saying 100% of us need to stop losing money. Yes. And you know what's so funny? Everyone likes to talk about how great they are, how much money they made, the strategy. But at the end of the day, that doesn't make you money. I could go out there and show you all my nice toys I have and the cars and the house. That doesn't make you money, right? What makes you money is you got to learn how to stop losing it, because that's all window dressing. So let's go into live markets. Let's have a little fun really quick. Let's talk about some stocks that were moving. Okay. So I want to open up, let me bring up a simple execution system here. Okay. So right here, we're looking at NVIDIA. And the big thing we have to understand is this. Why are we here other than not to lose money? We also want to know where you find them. Now, do any of you here follow me on social media? Like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I know we have some students. There's a link right there if you guys are not doing it right now. By the way, just click on that link and make you subscribe to the channel. If you follow me on YouTube. Okay, Dennis, what about you? Deborah, I see a couple of you in here. Chris, Charlie, Barry. Who else I got here is new? Guy, what about you? Do you guys ever see me before? Okay, I'm just curious. How'd you guys find out about Cybertrade University? Was it an email? Did you watch one of the channels? Follow me on Instagram, Meg. Okay, good. Email Robert. All right. Everyone else? Watched me at the expo, Deborah. Wow. Okay, great. Found CTU for many years ago. Back, and I learned so much, Davey. Okay, good. All right. So anyway, the big thing I want you to understand. Oh, the Benzinga. Absolutely. Okay. Just had them on this week. That's right. Lynn and Randy, thanks for being here. So let's talk about, and let me show you how we find these stocks. Now, you have to understand there's a lot of stocks that are moving, right? Now, the way we work off this is we work off the big percentage gainers. Now, you have to understand something. When you trade a stock, the biggest thing you have to understand is you're really trying to risk the least amount of money with the high amount of reward, okay? There's a lot of things that are moving, but you got to know what's called tradable and non-tradable. What does that mean? Well, every stock can make you lose and every stock can make you win. You want to try to risk the least amount with the high amount of reward. That's how you learn how to trade. So going down this list, you got to figure out which one is going to give you that leverage. And I'll give you an example. Here's one stock that we were trading today, MODV. Did anyone see the stock MODV? Anyone? MODV. So you could see, no, a couple of you did. All right. So if you blow up this stock and see what happened here at 9:30 this morning, the stock was at $2.50. What time is it now? 12. Okay. Right now it's already at 4.50. That's almost a double. Could you imagine doubling your brokerage account in 1 year? You'd be phenomenal. You'd probably be the best broker out there. But this is the difference between day trading, swing trading, and investing. You didn't have to make a double. If you bought 1,000 shares, let's say you showed up at 10 o'clock, you bought it at 3, right? And, you're sitting there and you're not jumping in the show right now and you get out at 4 or even 3.50. Do you know what that comes out to? You should give a calculator here. 4 minus 3.50 equals 50 cents. Times that by 1,000 shares, which is a $3,500 investment, you're talking $500. Do that 5 days a week is $2,500. Times that by 52 weeks, you talk about $130,000 salary. Okay. Now, did you ever think that 50 cents is a lot of money? Okay. Well, listen, there's a lot of them out there. And by the way, you're going to be able to meet all the traders in the room and you get to see that. That was one stock that we were moving. What else that we were moving? Oh, this is moving. Numeg. This one right here, MFI, $2, $2.75. What else that we trade today that moved up pretty good? PL, that was a good one too this morning. Right out of the gate, $5, $10.30, $6. You know what I mean? So these are the things that we trade here at Cyber Trade University. And what I want to show you is the trading room. Here it is right here. And you see this right here? Here's our morning watch list. NVIDIA, TGL, PL, UMEMI. This is just in the morning. These are all the traders in the room and our instructors. These are all the traders. Right now, there's close to 200 people in there right now. Look at all the traders around the entire world. Look at this. New Jersey, Texas, Colorado, Connecticut. We got people out of the country here, don't we? Yeah, this person right here. Honduras. Even them. All over the place. Canada. Okay? So you're going to get to meet all these people. All right? All around the world. Now, the thing is this. I'm going to ask everybody a question. And I'm going to save you some time. Okay? So if you don't want to stick around for the next 30 minutes, you could log out right after this question if you can't answer this question. And the question is this. What made these stocks go up and go down? Can anybody answer that question? What made these stocks go up and go down? Buyers and sellers. Could everybody write that in there, please? Can everyone just write down buyers and sellers? All right. Buyers and sellers. All right. Let's look at this stock right here, HL. It was a stock that we traded today. Stock went from 670 and it went all the way up to about 690. So 640 to 690 in a matter of 15 minutes. And you notice from 9:40 till 12 o'clock, actually all the way till 11, never wanted to go past 690. Let me ask you why. Why didn't it want to go higher? What made this stock stop from going higher? You could see here in the bottom chart, it's been breaking all-time highs. Why did it not want to go past that number? Let's see if you guys could answer that question. Was it the Fibonacci? Was it the MACD? Was it the heat map? I don't know. Where is it? Damon, you're close. Damon says resistance. Deborah, you're right. Sylvia, you're right. Anyone else? Debbie, you're wrong. Lee, you're right. There you go. Michael, you're right. If you don't know the answer, give me a question mark. I'd rather you tell me the truth than sitting there like a deer in the headlights. All right. You want to know why? Sellers. Sellers prevent it from going higher. Remember, you just mentioned how do stocks go up? Supply and demand. All right. Now, I'm going to show you something right now is what we're about to learn. And hopefully I get your attention right here. This is called level 4. Okay. Now, level 4 is basically showing you all the future orders that are out there. And if you look right here, let me get my crayons out here so you can follow along. Here we go. This right here is called current order book. Now, these are all the orders right now that are out there trying to buy and sell the stock. Now, if you notice as we work our way down, there's right here is 9:30. This is when the market opened up. This is pre-market. All of a sudden, program trading kicked in. You see this little line right here? Follow this line. $7. When this stock started this morning, right here at 650, it went up. And all of a sudden, these lines started showing up. I'm going to ask you again, what are those lines? What are those lines right there? Those are sellers. Very good. These are all the sellers. There's no sellers up here, right? There's no sellers up here. They're right here. So think about this for a second. How much smarter and better trading decisions would you have made if you could see those orders out there? I'm going to do one more, okay? And then we're going to go into the trading part of it. Let's do a brand name stock. Let's look at NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, before I show you this, is basically been on a really good move lately. You could see here, after that big crash that we had, it was around the 96. It's already at 430. Not bad, right? Now, why did it go up to 44 and it went right back down? Anybody know this answer? Why? Why do you think? Seller, right? Seller. Okay. Here's NVIDIA. And you could see right here on the current order book, these two red lines are a 3 million share seller and a 2.3 million share seller. Stock started this morning around the 41, went up. And what's the stock doing right now? It's going down. Why would it possibly go down anywhere near a 145? Why? Oh, I know why. Maybe we got 2.3 million shares of stock out there. No wonder. How about this? Look at the chart. Where's the sellers? Let me get my trend lines out here for you. We are trading right here. Here's 145, right? Look at the sellers. Here, here. Here's 150, right? There's the support levels right there. Does that make sense? Now, let me ask everybody a question. Did I lose anybody yet? Did I lose anyone? Ish says makes sense. Ishman. Anyone else? Did I lose anybody? Just a yes or no. Deborah, you're following along? Good. Meg, you're following along? Joyce? Rob, you're okay? All right. Good, 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 good. Well, think about this for a second. There are so many people out there that are out there trying to explain and teach trading to you. You all agree to one thing. They go up due to supply and demand, buyers and sellers. Don't worry about why this guy built that indicator and that person built that new software and that person's got good cheap ticket charges and that one's got a nice car. So he must know that one's got a good stock pick list, watch list. He's got a newsletter. At the end of the day, you have to hit the button and you need to know how to trade. Okay. You want to run your own business. Okay. You don't need someone else to run it because you know what? They have all their own agenda. So let's have some fun and let me show you how we're going to learn how to do this. All right. So we move this over. Now, let me tell you how I got started. What I just basically showed you, I learned 35 years ago. Now, the technology that I'm showing you right now has been around for over 50 years. Some people freak out. They can't believe that they learned it for the first time. They're like, wait a minute, I never heard of this stuff before. Well, I always tell everyone, first of all, who taught you? And secondly, did they live here in New York? Were they a market maker? Because it's how we trade. Now, Forbes magazine wrote a big article about us, a bunch of kids tournamenting Wall Street. That was me. And if you see this right here, which is the best part about it, look at that screen right there, right? Do you see any charts? Do you see any big indicators? Do you see, what do you see on that 15-inch monitor? Alan, you should have got a PDF. If you didn't get it, I'm going to send it to you. If you did not get my book, I'm going to send it to you. Here, email me at Fausto PSC2 Corp. I'll make sure you get it. And by the way, if anybody wants my book, just send me an email. All right. No, it's just raw data. It's just raw, Ishan, raw data, right? That's all it is. So why do we need all this fancy stuff? Because it's sexy, because it's pretty, but it's delayed, right? It's delayed. Listen, I went up against every single trader, every school, anyone that thought they knew how to trade, and I beat every single one of them, okay? Now, I could have been a 25, 30, 50-time world champion. I didn't want to. I got better things to do. You know what? At the end of the day, what does all those feathers put on my cap? Nothing. Because you know what? At the end of the day, that doesn't make you money. What makes you money is that can I teach you how to make money doing it? So I've surrounded myself with some of the best minds in the industry. I've never stopped learning. I run my own podcast. I sit there and I learn from my podcast from other traders. If it fits in my style, I do with it. Some people I get on it and I'm like, I can't understand what this guy's talking about. He's pretty damn smart. You know, maybe he graduated, common Lagnan, what they call that thing, valedictorian, but doesn't mean he makes money doing it, right? It's all about them relating to what you do. So I do a lot of work on Wall Street. I've been on presentations on a lot of financial stations, like most people do. But I think the biggest accomplishment is I do a lot of work for NASDAQ, okay? I've done so many presentations for NASDAQ where I teach you how to use this data, okay? I'm actually in a project right now where I'm teaching all of Asia, that NASDAQ wants me to teach them how to use NASDAQ Total View, which we're going to talk about. Now, why do they need Fausto Pugliese? Because I was one of the people that helped beta test and help found the platform. Now, my parents always taught me, and they said, Fausto, listen, you want to have a great relationship with your family. You want to have a less stressful life. Try to find a job that will allow you to be your own boss, that you can spend more time with your family. And that's the best part about it. So I'm first generation Italian and got three wonderful boys, Alex, Max, and Lucas, my lovely wife, Debbie. And and trading has done a great job for me, and it could do the same thing for you. And that's what I've learned over 30 years. But let me explain something to you. This is not about me. This is about you. Okay. I have two families. I have my trading family, and then I have my everyday family. So what I'm looking to do today is I'm looking to recruit traders that I could trade with that could be part of my team. And if you think that you want to learn how to do it, then that's why I'm really here. I'm not here to listen to myself talk. I'm not here to help brag about, what great positions that we've done. All I could do is show you exactly what other people have done that we've trained, and hopefully you could do that for you. So let's see how we start, how we find these stocks, and let's get into it. First of all, there are a lot of great stocks that are moving, okay? APLD, just in 2 days, stock was up 110%. I don't know if you traded it, but it was a great move. Okay. We did. MULN, phenomenal trade. Yesterday, some of the students that are here, they all know about it. Stock, we watched it right around $5, $6. That was right at the you're talking even 30 minutes after the market opened up, stock went to 26. Okay. MCTR, right? Some of you are like, oh yeah, I heard about it, but how do you find them? Okay. Listen, we find them every day. Every day we find these things. Okay. Every day. So don't worry about it. But I'm just showing you, these are not unicorns. They're not a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. These are real, actual trades that do happen, and we do trade them. Now, the way we find them is not really that hard. Robert, we got out of APLD a while ago. Was it between yesterday? Pretty much, we day traded. And what happens is when you day trade it, Robert, sometimes they'll turn into a swing trade. So we might swing trade it. These are the things that you have to learn, but to understand how to swing trade an option, you got to know what day trading is. Let me talk about my 4 most important tools that I use. Okay. A chart, a percentage gainer and loser, NASDAQ total view, and level 4. Those are the 4 tools that we use. Now I want to waste waste anybody's time here, but I think a lot of you could probably agree. Majority only have 2 of the 4. Okay. You're like, oh yeah, I have a chart. I have a big percentage gainer, but I don't know what the hell this is. And my God, I definitely do not have this. Okay. So we're going to go out there. I'm going to show you what it is. And we're going to have some fun. So finding these stocks, like I just showed you, we work off the big percentage gainers. Some of you are probably figuring, how did you pick this one versus that one? There's a thing that we teach our students that are called tradable and non-tradable. We're going to show you how to read spreads. We're going to show you how to read volatility. You can't trade all of them, right? But out of that top 20, there's probably only 3 of them that are going to give you the least amount of risk with the high amount of reward. Okay. So don't worry about that right now. That's the least of your problems. But I know, as long as I know you have that tool, you're in good hands. Next thing. Every morning at 9 a.m., we broadcast live. Every morning. We're live on all social networks at 9 a.m. and also at 2:30. So you're all welcome to come. There are only certain times in the day when things make their big moves. Okay. Now, we work off a cyber clock, and I invented this clock 35 years ago. Okay. Tells you the best times and worst times to trade. So the best times, every time's a good time to trade, but the ones that have the most volatility are right here, which is in the first hour, right there, right here, and the last hour. Now, we did a class yesterday. Actually, I'm sorry, on Tuesday, and we had a stock that was halted, right? And we were stuck in a position. We were stuck in it. And all of a sudden, the stock took off, just totally went crazy. I'll have that on my Instagram and YouTube if you guys want to watch it. But it's trading. I just want to clarify one thing. A lot of people don't want to do this for one reason. They don't think they have the time to do it. They think that, maybe, it's a lot of work. It's not. What we do here at Cyber Trade University is that we have people around the world. Okay. Some people only could trade the morning because they're in Europe. Some people only want to trade the afternoon because they don't want to wake up early and they're in California. So there's always a good time to trade. Some people have other second jobs. Maybe you want to come once a day. That's good too. So don't worry about that. That's the least of your problems. The most important thing is you have to know, you make sure you found someone that can teach you how to do it and you understand it. The biggest thing you have to understand about trading is having a game plan. Now, the game plan that we're going to learn right now is follow the money. How do criminals get caught? How did Al Capone get caught? Does anybody know? How'd they bust him? Murder. What did they do? That's right. They followed the money. Taxes, whatever it is. Okay. Right, Robert? Yeah. It's all about following the money. You buy a house, right? The guy tells you, put a bid in. I'm like, okay, they're asking $1 million. Yeah, put a bid in. Well, what do you mean? What does he really want for it? Put a bid in. Well, guess what? The technology I'm going to show you right now is you're going to see everyone's bid. So you don't underbid or you don't overbid, right? You're right there. You know who you're competing against and who not competing against. You don't want to outbid yourself, and you want to know who you're going up against. It's all about following the money. So the big thing we're going to talk about right now is I'm going to show you something called NASDAQ Total View. Okay. Now, does anyone here have NASDAQ Total View? Anyone here have this window? You get it. You could also get it on your brokerage firm. A lot of them, Schwab has it. TradeStation has it. A lot of them have it. Frederick, you have it. Robert, you don't. Damon says, yes, yes, yes. All right. Sean, you have it. Okay. Anyone else? That's it. You know what? I'm going to make it easier because some of you guys are really getting me a little upset. All right. I'm going to do a poll. How about this? Can I do a poll? Let's do a poll. All right. I'm going to launch this poll. Does anyone here have access to level 3? Just give me a yes, no, I'm not sure. Let's do that. And if you're a student, do not answer this question. Okay. We don't want to fudge the numbers. All right. Now, well, as you guys are answering, let me explain what it is. NASDAQ probably controls about 50% of the volume, okay, of the market. So you're seeing every buyer around the entire world that's trading HIMS and every seller out there. You get to see their price. You get to see how many shares and how many orders make up that shares. Whoever wants to buy for the most amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to sell their stock for the least amount of money is all the way up here on top. And whoever wants to sell it for more is down at the bottom. So you're basically seeing what's called a negotiated market. You get to see every buyer and seller around the entire world, and it's all being aggregated in one price. Now, if you think about that, that's pretty cool. You want to trade a stock? You want to see where the orders are? Now you could see it. Now, how do we utilize it? Well, I'm going to show you. We're looking at a stock, Palantir. Okay. And you can see Palantir started right around here, around $1.17 in the morning. And all of a sudden, the thing goes up to 24. Then it goes up to 128, all the way up to 129. Why does this thing keep going up? Okay. The reason why it's going up, and by the way, let me end the poll and share it so you guys could see how many of you don't have NASDAQ level 3. Okay. So I call NASDAQ Total View level 3. Buyers. There's a 180,000 share buyer, 115, right? That's where this was right here. When he was out there, that's the reason why the stock went up. Listen, there are buyers at every price, but I don't know what's more threatening, the 800 share buyer or the 180,000 share buyer. That's what we look for. Big block orders. Here's an example of a resistance levels. Stock starts here at 65, goes up to 67, and then tanks, all goes down to 61. Why did it pick this number right there? What made that number so special? Well, apparently, when you look at the sell side, you had 160,000 shares looking to be sold at 67.43. Now, you're telling me that you know more than that seller at 160, 167.43 for 160,000 shares? I mean, think about it. How much smarter and better trading decisions if you knew you were coming up against a big seller? It's like you're driving a car. You're coming up to a car. What do? You step on the gas, you hit the brake. You look in your rearview mirror and like, I don't know, should I slow down? What's my GPS telling me? Oh shit, there's somebody in front of me. You know how that story ended. Okay. Let's look at another example. Iceberg orders are out there every day. By the way, these are big, big, big iceberg orders. NVIDIA. 152. Stock goes down to 144. What would make that stock go down? Well, sellers. But there comes a time when a buyer will show up, because we know Nvidia is not going to zero. There are going to be buyers and sellers that are going to show up all the time. And now when you look at the level 4, you'll notice they're like, okay, I'm losing money. When I'm going to buy it? And I'm looking down the list and I see, oh my God, 141 is the biggest buyer. Holy crap. 1.3 million shares, 300 orders. That's 300 different people around the entire world that equal that 1.3 million. Do you think you know more than one? Do you think you want to go up against that 1.3 million? I know I don't. But I sure know one thing. That must be a pretty damn big support level, because there's a pretty big damn buyer out there. And you're talking over $200 million worth of stock out there looking to be bought. Damon, you're absolutely right. And thanks for sharing that. You are not trading blind here, right, Damon? By the way, if everybody, whoever has to chat, you see where it says to, just click on that drop-down menu and you can click to everyone so everybody can see everybody's chat. I really liked everyone to see and realize that there are a lot of you here, interacting. And I love that, because being a good trader is all about interacting. Now, let's look at NVIDIA. What happened when it came to 141? Boom. Now we're at 148. How in the hell could that have happened? Oh, maybe because that buyer showed up, right? That's what it's all about. Now, let's talk about what happened with Elon Musk, right? Elon Musk is basically, he supported the Republican Party, right? And, I'm sorry, before that. He supports the Republican Party, a Trump election. The stock takes off. It goes from 250 to 500. Then all of a sudden, when Trump gets in office, everybody was flipping out on Elon Musk, and everybody sold the stock and went from 500 down to 250. That is a pretty substantial drop, right? You saw the riots and everything. Now, we had a big rally on the bounce, because all that stuff stopped down. Now he's up against the big, beautiful bill. And what happened to the stock? Now it's going back down. Okay. So great roller coaster. But is that really the reason why? Or is it because of the buyers? You see, at the end of the day, there are buyers, once again, at every price level. And the thing is, don't take things personally, okay? Don't take things personally, because it will ruin you. Alan, I'm gonna tell you a funny story right here. Alan is saying Tesla is down $20 today, and you're right, it is. Okay, you can see it right here. Tesla's taken a very, very big hit. Okay, regardless of the news, whatever you think it is. Oh, maybe because now he's against the big, beautiful bill. Listen. Don't let that affect you, okay? Let me just tell you what happened with me yesterday. I actually bought a Tesla for the very first time, because I needed a second car. I have a 16-year-old and he can't drive my Tundra. So I love the technology, everything else, but that did not make the stock go down, okay? Oh, Fausto boy, that's why it went down. No. Listen, what's driving the stock to go down is that, you see right here, there's a chart, this chart right here. Okay, so if you look right here, Tesla had a very big resistance levels back here on February 11th. And guess what? Where are we now? Here and here. But is it really that resistance level that made it go down? Possible. But you know what the real reason is? The real reason is the seller. The sellers started showing up. And when you look at the sellers, there's sellers at all different prices. But it's this big one that's really driving it down. That's what's making the stock go down. The orders. And now look what ends up happening. Not only is it major resistance at 155 and had that big drop, I took this photograph and it was already at, within one day, it was already at 344. And as of right now, it's at 311. Do you still want to own the stock? You still want to own it? I mean, because you know what? There's only one thing that's going to support it: buyers. And when I look at the chart and I look at orders, where do I see buyers? Well, I'm going to show you something next. I'm going to show you something called level 4. All right. Now, let me show it to you in a second. Here's something called level 4. So here on level 4, if you see right here, there is a lot of buyers between 310 and 300. See it right there? Now, Tesla, we said, you can go down a little bit further. I'm not actually, it's the most I could do, actually. So 360 is up here. There's really no one out there, but there are a lot of buyers right around here on 300. Now, where did that number come from? 300, you know? Well, on the chart, can we confirm that? Here's 300. A little bit. I mean, the real support level is this resistance. This resistance, there's a little bit here. That's around 287. Okay. But apparently the big buyers are out 300. So this stock technically can go down another 10 more points. All right. Now, I don't know about you guys, but do you want to be holding the bag or do you want to get out? Because look what just happened. Can anybody tell me? What do you think just happened right now? You just witnessed supply and demand. What happened? Those buyers at 110 are getting executed. It's not breaking support, Deborah. Okay. That supports do not exist unless those buyers are out there. Those buyers just got filled. Now, where is the next buyers that are going to help the stock from going back up? 300. So let's do the math. Do you hold it here at 310 or you wait till 300? What's cheaper? Question here. Dame has a question. A stock like this, like anything else, it only worth the person's willing to pay for it, and a lot of buyers are willing to pay a certain price. Well, but let me explain something to you. And that's a great way of explaining it, Damon. But the thing is this: every stock trades exactly the same. It's all controlled by buyers and sellers, and you just got to know where they are. And just think about it. What smarter and better trading decisions that you would make if you knew where those orders are? So, did I lose anybody yet? Did I lose anyone? All right. So, who here, we're running out of time. Okay. I told you, we're already, this felt like 5 minutes. We're already at 40 minutes already. Unbelievable, right? Who here wants to learn more? Who wants to see this live? Okay. Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to get level 3, how to get level 4. Cheap. Very cheap. Okay. I used to pay $1,000 for this. It costs like $15. I'll show you where to get it. Right through the exchange. No problem. But before we do that, and by the way, this also works on Bitcoin too. You know, Bitcoin, futures, options, swing trading. You said it, you name it. We teach it. Okay. We just follow the money. So don't worry about that. But the thing is this. Make sure you are subscribed to my channels. Make sure you like them and ring that bell. Oh, yes, actually, I'm futures too. Yeah. Just make sure you do that. Okay. Subscribe to the channel. There's our link. Watch. I do a lot of short videos. So if you don't want to spend 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Maybe you don't want to watch something really quick. We got over 3,000 to 4,000 videos out there. All right. Now, there's no better time to learn than now. Actually, the best time to learn how to trade is in the summertime. And I'll tell you why. The best times to trade are September, October, and November. Okay. We go into election year. Kids go back to school and college. So, you don't want to learn when it's extremely volatile. But even that, it's still been pretty busy too anyway. But those are the best times. And another thing I want to tell everybody is that Cyber Trading University has been endorsed by more brokerage firms than any school in the industry. And I'm just going to give some people advice. I know some of you have been looking and from other schools or whatever. If you don't move forward with us, I always just recommend to tell everyone, if this person you're listening to has value, brokerage firms are going to sponsor them. And because the thing is this, if you blow up your account, they don't make any money. All right. So always make sure they have that. And number two, make sure they have great Google reviews. Cyber Trading University is probably the only school you'll find that has a 5-star rating. And you're also going to probably know that Cyber Trading University has been ranked #1 by ChatGPT. We have, our reason why is we do a lot of support levels. We do a lot of customer service, all that stuff. So all of you can be able to talk to everyone, everything. Now, this is what I'm asking for everyone. If you want to come and learn more, I am not asking you to break the bank. All I'm asking for is $9. That's it. Give me 1 week and I will show you why Tesla is going down. Because if you didn't get out at 310 and now you're at 307, probably when we're all said and done, in the next 5 minutes, it's probably going to hit 300. Okay. I will show you how to trade. And it's not just me. It's Rich. It's Josh. It's John. It's Greg. We got tons of instructors there. And not only that, but our students, we teach you how to teach other people. So I'm always looking to recruit traders. Now, I could let you in for free like today, but I don't do that because we got a few hundred people in here. And you know what? You don't want to be with it. You don't want to be in a room full of 5,000 people. I am looking for serious traders. And a person just asked me, what is it after a week? It's nothing. We're not going to charge you anything. Don't worry about next week. Let's worry about today. All right. Because if I could teach you how to make, and if I could have saved you $3, $3,000 on Tesla right now, I think $9 is not an issue. So pick up that phone and scan that QR code or click on that link right there. Now, let me tell you everything that you're going to get in a week. Because imagine we were just talking for 45 minutes. You're going to get live commentary. You're going to get full access to our trading floor online, live, whenever you want. You can access on your phone. You can access on social media. You can access everywhere, on your computer, everywhere. You're also going to access the message board, our alert system. We're going to send alerts all the time. Iceberg order, stock watch list, everything. You're also going to have VIP access to some of the best minds in the industry in our podcasts. And as a bonus, I'm going to give you access to NASDAQ Book Viewer. I'm going to tell you where to get it. I got videos for you, sample videos, everything. And I'm going to throw one more last bonus in this thing. Not only is it going to be a money back guarantee, because I don't really need your $9, I will actually give you a coaching class. So if you do register and you're serious and you're like, you know what, I really want to learn this, but no one ever talked to me. Well, me as the owner of the company, if you really think this is for you and you really want to know how to do it, I'll talk to you on the phone. Okay. I have no problem with that. I would rather tell you the truth than you going out learning the hard way. Okay. Now, how many of you here have spent thousands and thousands of dollars and see these hundreds of videos of this person and they won't pick up the phone? But you can talk to them in the room, but won't spend 30 minutes with you. We would do that, and I would do that with you. But it all is going to start right now. Okay. So pick up that phone, click on that link, and let's get registered. Sean, you signed up and you already went through your walkthrough. Tomorrow's next week. Perfect. Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you in the room. Okay. Who else? I hear the phone ringing like crazy right now. What do you got? Who else we got registered here? Ray, I just got your registration from Maryland. Welcome aboard. What else we got here? Devi, I got your registration from California. Welcome aboard. Price, I got your registration. Welcome aboard. Stripe, welcome aboard. So, guys, listen, think about this for a second. Is $9 going to change your life? Yes, it will. Yes, it will, because it's going to show you exactly where are the orders. And you're going to surround yourself with hundreds of traders that are doing exactly what you want to do. Like I said, I don't need the $9. All this does is tell me you're a real person or not. People are like, I don't know, it sounds too cheap. There's got to be a catch. Yeah, the catch is to get you in the damn room and see why people are losing money in trading so you don't make that mistake, because trading is a 90% failure rate. Why you got to be part of that 90% failure rate? Why are you trading by yourself? Or why are you listening to this person? Why are you trying to figure out what software to use? Why are you trying to watch 100 hours of videos, drive yourself crazy? Go with a reputable company. 35 years in the business. We're the longest running school in the industry. We're endorsed by more brokerage firms than anyone in the industry. What more do you need? Forget about the indicators. Forget about the technical analysis paralysis. Forget about listen, if you're trading and you're not making money within 2 to 3 months with someone's style, it's not that they're a bad person. Maybe it's just not for you. No problem. Anybody have else any questions? Rich has got your registration. You can hear the phone ringing over here, binging like crazy. Who else we got here? Who else we got here? Devin, I got your registration. Welcome aboard. I see you just registered right now. Who else we got here? Mike, got registration. Welcome aboard. Now, listen, when you guys register, we're going to ask you 5 very important questions. Let us know who's your broker, who you're trading with. Listen, are you making money? You're losing money? Be honest with us. All right. And then in the next one, you're going to book an appointment. You're going to get a walkthrough with one of our education advisors. And, listen, we want you to have a good experience. When you come in the trading room, you want to have a good experience, what's going on, all that good stuff. And then, whenever you're ready, listen, there's no pressure, no rush. Chris from Oceanside, I thought it was Oceanside, New York. That's not too far from my house. Just got your registration from California. Welcome aboard. Anyone have any questions? What's the subscription after the trial period? Raj, will you listen to what I told you? It's $0. Don't worry about next week. Worry about the $9 right now. Let me ask you something, Raj. If I could teach you how to make $500 a day, okay? Do you have a problem paying $500 a month? Right? Or are you looking for something for free? Because if you're looking for something for free, I'm going to do you a favor. And please don't take this the wrong way. I am a little brash. I don't know if it's the Italian in me or the way I was raised, but I'm just a straightforward person. You're going to blow up your account. Do yourself a favor. You should start focusing on looking for someone to trade your money for you. And I'm telling everyone here, nothing's free in this world. Okay. And that's why I'm charging $9, not $900 or $9,000. Okay. I want you to sample it and see what's going on. Don't make that mistake. By the way, I still haven't seen you register, Raj. Okay. And you know what, Raj? If you're not happy, I'll give you $9. Don't worry about it. It's free. At least you have it. Janet Adams from Houston, Texas. Just got your registration. By the way, I had a radio show in Houston, Texas. Love Houston. I used to go from Houston to Dallas to Fort Worth. I thought Fort Worth is a beautiful town. A lot of great traders down there in Texas. A lot of great traders. Janet. Any other questions? One question came across. When could I start? Listen, don't waste any time. I would start right away. But if you want to start on Monday, go over the videos that we gave you. Do your walkthrough. You could do that too. Absolutely. One person says, I'm going to be away for a week. Could I register when I get back? You know what? Don't worry about next week. Register now, and you can start next week when you get back. Okay? It's fresh in your mind. Chances are you might even forget to get to it. Just get out of your way. Don't worry about it. You're not tied into anything. You're not tied to any lock. We're locking you anything. Just let us give you the emails. When you're free, you can watch the videos, how to get the NASDAQ total view and all that good stuff. Okay. By the way, let's go check out Tesla. Let's go check out Tesla. Oh, what do you know? How much money did I save you? Did I save you $9 on Tesla? Where's it going, everybody? Where's the next biggest buyer? Can everybody answer that question? 300, Laureen, right? Let me see. Let's do what everyone else does. Let's do this. Let me show you what everyone else does. Let's open up a Bollinger Band. I met him a couple of times. A Stochastic. A MACD. Anything I'm missing here? Ooh, VWAP. I heard about those. Yeah? How does that look to you? Would you want to learn from somebody to teach you that? Or would you want to learn for $9 to do 1 week, to watch it all day and see this? And say, one point, we had 1 million shares at 310, but for some reason, I thought it was going to hold. Now, like it or not, we're down to 300. You're damn right it's a mess, Alan. You're damn right it is. So get your damn phone right now. Last thing, I got to go. Okay. I got to go. I want to get back to the trader because I might consider buying it at 300. I want to see if this buyer holds, see if he adds to it. We're going to teach you consolidation. We're going to teach you refreshing, all that stuff. Just click that email and we're going to go from there. All right. A couple other people just registered. Ray, I just got your registration. Devon, I did get your registration, by the way. Some of you here, if you're having a problem, I'm seeing that some of you are getting declined on your credit card. It's probably on our end. If you're having an issue, just call us up. Okay, you shouldn't have any issues, but you could always reach us at 516-280-5350. All right. Okay, traders, listen. If you didn't move forward with Cyber Trade University, I get it. Maybe you don't like the way I am. I'm too brash, whatever. Or maybe it's like, I don't know, this looks to something doesn't smell right. That's okay. We're still going to be here, right? When you do your next trade, just remember one thing. Fausto from Cyber Trade University told me I'm probably going up against a big block order. And I don't know that. So when next time you lose on that trade and wonder why you got beat, remember what you learned here today. And then maybe, just maybe, that $9 might have saved you $9,000 or $900,000. All right. And for everyone that did register, let me tell you something. Fasten your seatbelts. You're going to have a blast. Okay. You're going to be so pissed off and be like, wow, I can't believe that this technology existed over 50 years ago. I'm finding out about it now after all those hours that you spent, because you're really going to realize it. And then you're going to want to realize that if you want to move forward and do this the right way, or just go back to your everyday job, because that's the key to it. Thanks for listening, everybody. Appreciate it. And students, thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting us and telling everyone that was a great experience, which, by the way, you get to meet everyone. Just hopefully we'll get to see you then. Once again, take your phone, scan a QR code. We'll see you then. Thanks, everybody. Renee, always great to see you. I love you, Renee. Don't forget, we got to do another tour. Best tour guide in New York City, Chicago, France, everywhere. See you, everyone. Bye-bye.